I'm sitting in a $1 million villa in Bali, sipping a triple shot long black, and none of this is the result of what you think. You see, most men, they let their mind choose the path of least resistance, whatever's easiest. Not just in action, but in belief. They rewrite the promises they made to themselves on their best day, the moment life gets heavy. Now, if you're new to this channel, my name is Nick. This is my book of agreements, and these are the seeds of success that I've sown along the way of building what I've built. Now, I want to preface by saying, if you are not ready for your dream life to become a reality, stop watching this video, because what I'm about to read to you is going to shift your entire perception. Now, I want to read to you my 91st agreement that I've written, and it is called, if it's easier to change your beliefs, ... And this is how it goes. As humans, we are wired to take the path of least resistance. In other words, we will often select the course of action that comes at the least cost in terms of time, effort, and energy. Now, on this basis, it is true to assume that if it's easier to change your belief about a thing than it is to do it, this is the path you will likely walk. Let me explain. Picture yourself in one of your most motivated days. You tell yourself you're going to hit the gym every day for the next month. Now, this inadvertently fosters the belief in your mind that skipping the gym for even a single day will hinder your success. Now, fast forward 2 weeks, you haven't missed a day, but you're feeling exhausted. You lost 5K today. You barely slept last night. Now, your motivation to go to the gym is at an all-time low. And so you have two options. Path one is maintaining the belief that skipping the gym shall hinder your success, resulting in you ignoring how you feel and going anyway. Path two, this involves shifting your belief to suit what you want in that moment. And this new potential belief is that skipping the gym one day will be fine. Now, in this very moment, it is objectively easier to shift your belief than it is to will yourself into the gym. And this is the path of least resistance. But the man who cements his actions inside of his fundamental beliefs will ultimately come out on top. If it's easier to change your beliefs, you will, unless you are true to yourself. Now, this is a very powerful concept, and what I'm about to explain to you will change the way you view your own reality. Because as I said at the very end, we often take the path of least resistance by lying to ourselves. And we're going to use the gym as an example. If you said to yourself, you're going to go to the gym every day, you're going to eat clean for the next 3 months, there will come a point in which that motivation will fizzle away into the abyss. And so you sit there, and all of a sudden, we're left with two options. Option one is understanding that there was a reason you told yourself you were going to do this thing. There was a reason you made that promise to yourself and curated that belief into your systems and intertwined it with your very being. But then you can sit there and you can tell yourself a blatant lie and say, you know what? Maybe it's not that important to me. Maybe skipping the gym today will be fine. This is a fundamental lie you tell yourself. And I want to extrapolate on this a bit further as I sip my triple shot long black. Consistency is the secret to success, because consistency is a very close cousin of permanence. Let me explain. If you do something enough for long enough, over a long enough time horizon, that will eventually become a permanent part of your life for a set period of your life on this time horizon of existence. Now, if you sleep in tomorrow, you pause your alarm, you don't get up at 6 a.m. when you set it to get up, you keep sleeping in like a little that's completely fine. But you do it again next day, because doing it once increases the likelihood of you doing it again. The second time you do it then increases the likelihood of you doing it a third time, so on and so forth. You see what I'm getting at? This is no longer a bad habit. It's no longer I accidentally slept in and I missed my alarm. It's becoming a permanent part of how you operate, your very being, your makeup as a man. And this isn't applicable to just sleeping in or skipping the gym. This is applicable to every single thing you do. And a question I'd like you to ask yourself, not just right now, but keep it in front of mind, everything you do, everything you think. Ask yourself this question. My dream life, the reality I want to curate for myself and the ones around me, is this action, this thought, this conversation, this decision moving me closer to this reality or further away? Two things that are front of mind for me that I will achieve and I aspire to achieve within my dream reality. Mass influence through sharing philosophy, education, financial freedom for myself, the people around me, my family. And so sitting here right now, recording this YouTube video, is this moving me closer to that dream reality? Yes. Is me going out on a date with some bimbo bitch gonna move me closer to that dream reality? No. And so then it becomes, cool, do I wanna fulfill my intrinsic instant desire for instant gratification? Or do I want to play the long game and only do the things that are going to move me closer to that dream reality? Now, the way we do this is very simple. And this is a powerful sentence that Tyson, my business partner and non-blood brother, have come up with. And it is as follows. You need to make the highest leverage activities the path of least resistance consistently. We always opt for the path of least resistance. You're going to do what's easy. And if you're going to do what's easy, then the most logical thing to do inside of your mind, the most beneficial mental model to curate inside of your mental being, is to make the things that need to be done as easy as possible. Let me explain. If you know you need to get some deep work done, you've got two options. You can force yourself through pure grit and willpower. Sit down and do the work even though you don't feel like doing it. Cool, that works. And sometimes you need to do that. Option two, make everything else you could possibly do boring as fuck, so the only thing for you to possibly entertain now is the work that needs doing. This is why the most logical thing to do when you are working is to close the blinds, shut out the outside world, put noise cancelling headphones on, consume caffeine, nicotine, put your phone in another room. These are all the things that can distract you and pull you away from the thing that will move you closer to your reality. Why do we not do that? Well, because it doesn't feel good in the moment. It doesn't give you the instant gratification. There is a reason you want to achieve all of these things. There's a reason you want riches. There's a reason why you want freedom. There's a reason why you want nice cars. It's because they're going to feel good when you have them. And so it's a fundamental truth that we want things that make us feel good. That is how we're wired. But you can't have that right now. You've got to make a decision. Do I want the thing that's going to make me feel good now and sacrifice the thing that will make me feel good later? It's a basic fucking concept of instant versus delayed gratification. And so, a really powerful reframe that I fervently suggest you adopt, and this is incredibly relevant, is what is the cost of doing this versus what is the cost of the payoff? Let me explain this as well. Sitting down, writing out these agreements, as I said, I'm up to 92 now, and you can see that there's a lot of text. I've written a lot of shit in this book. It's boring. It's not very stimulating mentally. Sure, I love writing about philosophy. What is the cost of doing this as I write this out of my book? Well, the cost is it's going to take about 10, 15 minutes. It's going to take a bit of my energy. It's going to consume some of my mental real estate. It's going to take some ink out of my pen. It's not really a cost to me. The main cost is time and energy and concentration. Cool. Do I really want to sit down and allocate time to something that's not exciting? No. But what's the payoff of doing this thing? Well, I'm going to strengthen my beliefs about the world. I'm going to develop new mental models that allow me to operate in a more effective and efficient way to achieve the goal I want to achieve. These are very broad statements here, but it's still applicable to you. And so if that's the payoff, when we sit down to do this thing and I'm writing out these agreements, I can think about the cost of doing it, the time, the energy, the concentration, or I can just focus all of my attention on the payoff, which is the outcome. It's the improved mental models, better ways of thinking, enhanced vocabulary and linguistics. And when we shift our focus from the cost to the payoff, we're now no longer sitting in a place of pain and resistance and hesitation. Because that's the only thing stopping you. That's what procrastination is. It's thinking about the cost of doing the thing. It's why when you're in school and you have an assignment to do, you don't sit down and do it 3 weeks in advance. You wait till the last night because the cost of doing it is time. It's boring. That's why we procrastinate. And we can eliminate procrastination immediately by shifting our focus from the cost to the outcome, to the benefit, the payoff. And like I said before, the best way to do this is by making everything else fucking boring. I promise you, if you had some really boring work to be done and you go and sit in your room without your phone, without your laptop, without a book, without the lights on, and you stare at a wall for 20 minutes straight, the minute you sit down to do some work, it will be the most exciting thing you've done all day because everything else has become boring. And then the question is no longer, am I capable of achieving what I want to achieve? It's, am I willing to do only the things that move me closer towards this goal? Because if you are, you'll do what I just said. You'll eliminate everything else. Because here's the truth about attaining success. And although I'm nowhere near where I will be and where I want to be, I'm certainly a lot further ahead than where I was 1 or 2 years ago, as you can see. So here's the secret. If you truly want something, and I don't mean, oh, I would love to have a bit of money, or I'd love to have a nice car. If you truly want something, it's all you desire, it's all you can think about. The way to achieve that is by eliminating everything else. Period. And if you only do the things that will move you closer to this goal, as opposed to the things that move you further away from this goal, you will, by definition, objectively, based on the laws of the universe, achieve what you want to achieve eventually. And so now the question isn't, what do I want to achieve and how do I achieve it? It's, am I willing to give up everything that is not in line with achieving this thing? Because if you are, you will achieve it, period, end of story. And like everything, this is a concept that is 10% practical, 90% mental model, the way you think. A new strategy, a new tactic, a new hack, a new productivity approach is not going to bring you success. It may help, but it won't be the number one thing that gets you there. The way you think is exactly what will get you there. That's why I've written 91 agreements in this book, and most of them are about the way you think, the way you operate, the way you believe, the way you picture yourself in the world, the way you interact with the world. Because if you can curate in an internal environment a way of thinking that fosters success and empowers you to do the actions required to attain success, you will attain it. Because let's think about this. This is what you want to achieve, and this is where you are. There is a gap between the two. This gap is comprised of nothing but brutal, raw action. If you do the things, let's take Alex Hormozi. If you copied every single action, decision, choice he made over the last 20 years, you will achieve the exact same thing as he did. Excluding, external variables, you'll be in a very similar position because those are the actions, specific actions that branched out and led him to this very moment in time. So if we know the gap between where you are and where you want to be is just brutal, raw action, the question is no longer, can you do it? It's, are you willing to eliminate every other action and thing and decision to leave only what needs to be done? Because if you are willing to give these things up, you're willing to curate a way of thinking and a mental model that empowers you to do only these things and nothing else, you will get there. And so the information is out there. There is endless information on YouTube. There's fucking courses, there's mentors. They all have the information you need, and it's all the same information. The strategy is simple. Running Facebook ads, selling products, doing an info product, whatever you want. Like, the strategy is out there. Everyone has the same strategy. That's not the problem. But you can give $1 million strategy to a man with a $10 mindset and he will make $0. Because it's not about what you think, it's about how you think. And if you can shift the way you think and understand that as humans, we are wired to take the path of least resistance. And so by extension, we need to turn the highest leverage activities into the path of least resistance by making them easy to do, and the other shit that's irrelevant, hard to do, you will do them and attain success. How can you, so this is my challenge to you, list out everything right now that you're currently doing, currently thinking about, currently entertaining, that is not moving you closer toward your goal. I am fundamentally certain that 90% of you probably scroll Instagram Reels at least once a day. If that is the case, ask yourself, does this move me closer towards my desired reality? If not, can you curate a mental model that simply makes scrolling on Instagram fucking hard? And inversely, or inadvertently, makes doing the things required, the actions, the steps, the learning, the education, the grit, can you make those things easier? Download Opal onto your phone to block out social media. It's become a lot harder now to scroll. And so that's no longer the path of least resistance. And now that that's been eliminated, we can create a new path of least resistance, which is directly linked to the things that need to be done. So that is my challenge to you. List out every single thing that is not moving you closer towards your desired reality. List out everything that is. Make the things that will lead you towards this desired reality easy to do, and make everything else incredibly hard to do. You implement this, you use this mental model every single day, come back to me in 12 months, and if you're not successful, I will personally give you $5 million.